Well, you are looking at a helm, which is also known as a steering wheel, and a quite massive one. Good morning and welcome to Brockville. We are on board this beautiful ship here this morning, and you're going to be seeing lots of these ships here, and that's because you guys have a pretty fantastic weekend planned called the Tall Ships. And here to talk a little bit more about what's happening this weekend, we have David Paul. So David, just maybe tell us about this festival you have happening.
Well, Brockville's the first port of call, and we have 10 magnificent ships coming on Friday, June the 14th, and we have a parade of sail starting at 4 o'clock. They're from Norway, United States, and Canada, and they're going to have a magnificent tour right through Brockville. There'll be deck tours throughout the weekend. There'll be cruise outs, dinner charters. We have Aborigine performances. We have some classic antique boats coming here as well. Sound and light show. It's an action-packed weekend, and it's going to be magical.
And this is just one of the boats that we will see this weekend. Here to talk about is the captain of the ship, George MAINGUY. Now, just talk a bit about your ship here.
Our ship is a schooner. It is a East Coast fishing vessel, and we're happy to be here as part of Brockville's Tall Ship celebration.
And there's quite a history with this ship as well. You were telling me what year it was built in.
This was built in 1967 as a fishing vessel. It fished on the East Coast for 20 years and then was abandoned at a dock in Halifax Harbor. And we found it there in 1992. And not knowing any better, we thought we can restore that.
And you have, and it's what it is today. Now, does it have a name, this ship?
This is the Mist of Avalon.
Mist of Avalon. So can you take us for a little tour? Because it's quite a large boat we have here.
It's a good size, yes.
And we're at the stern, which is known as the back of the boat?
We are at the stern.
Okay, so you're going to take us to the bow. Is that the front?
The pilot house here is where our instruments and navigation take place.
Okay.
The mainsail is the first mast here aft. The foresail is the next mast, and then we have two other sails ahead of that.
Wow, so there's quite a few sails on this boat.
There's 8 sails on the boat.
8 sails in total. So how many people would it take to manage a boat this size?
We like to go with 6 to 8 people.
6 to 8 people.
The advantage of a schooner rig is that it took fewer people than a big square rigged ship.
All right. Fantastic. So how many boats? You said there was going to be about 10 boats this weekend?
10 tall ships.
10 tall ships.
16 classic antique boats, a tethered hot air balloon, reenactors. We have a pirate's village. So there's something for all ages, essentially.
And we're seeing tons of performers out here on the lawn this morning. Maybe talk about some of the people that are here.
We have 2 infantry groups, and this is our commemorative 1812 celebration. This is our signature event.
Okay.
So it's going to be all kinds of reenactment and piping and town crying. We're taking you back 200 years. So we want to create the atmosphere and the theme of what it was like then. And so it'll be sea shanties and Celtic music. So if you like that kind of era, this is the spot to be.
And is there a charge for this to come here this weekend?
$12 if you want to get on the deck tours, and that enables you to get on all 10 tall ships for both days. And then there's separate charges for the sail outs, but everything on the land base, all complimentary.
So pretty good still. All right, well, we're going to take a tour of another ship when we come back, so stay with us. Lots more to come here from Brockville on CTV Morning Live.